there's a lot of babies. You see it? It looks, there's a lot of babies, like small ones. Okay, I'm gonna do that side. Look at that. And that's a while. That's not just a minute, you know. For you. So, but the only thing about this is that you have to pick the leaves off like this. It's very tedious, but it'll be good. I'm gonna make some vegetables today. And then we got we got the bitter melon. So there's two types, or I don't know if there's more, but I got this one, but the next time I go, I'm gonna get the other one. So this is bitter melon. This is great for, you know. Alrighty guys, so Alexa off before I get copywritten. So, you know, I'm gonna be starting to do some clean eating. I'm gonna avoid, you know, all that McDonald's and stuff, okay guys? Yeah, I just been feeling really lousy lately. When I wake up, it's hard for me to get out of bed. I've been having, my carpal tunnel is really bad. And my knuckles here, both sides, my knuckles, it's like really, it feels inflamed, and it's hard to me even like do this with my hand, like when I first get up. It takes me a few hours to feel okay. Yeah, and I've just been feeling lousy, so I've been watching a lot of YouTube, you know, and trying to get ideas on what kind of dishes to create and stuff like that. So I'm gonna start, you know, I gotta start it. I just hate feeling crappy when I wake up. Sometimes it's hard for me to get to work, like just it's hard. It's been hard. Yeah, it's of course comes with age too, I guess. But yeah, so we're gonna just make one dish. I'm gonna use a little bit of pork just to bring out the flavor. And then I'm gonna cut this here. So I'm gonna use, let's just use the whole onion. Why not? Onion is good, right? Okay, we're gonna cut these in like, I'm gonna cut these like this. You know, like that. I'm gonna cook it in my little Martha Stewart little, it's like a slow cook, so I'm not like in a rush to cook it. So I'm just gonna put it in there. But right now we're just gonna put the pork and the onions, some olive oil. I got this olive oil here. I'm just gonna put a little bit in there, just to coat the bottom. See, I'm gonna coat the bottom. I'm gonna throw this in to the pot, and then I will put the pork into the pot as well. I'm gonna use a little bit salt, just because I want my mom, if my mom's gonna eat, a lot of salt is not good for her and for me and whoever has high blood pressure. Okay. And then now I got some cherry tomatoes that I want to cut up and then put that in there as well. Okay, so I'm just gonna always say this: if I'm making a dish just with vegetables, like a Filipino dish with the Filipino vegetables, I'm always gonna put tomato in there because it just brings out the flavor for me. So we're gonna cut these. So I'm gonna use all of them, I guess, because I have a lot to use, so I don't want it to waste. So we're just gonna cook that. That's the first things we're gonna cook, so that it'll cook down, yeah? But the flavor will be in there. I'll probably do a pinch of Hawaiian salt as well. So this is my day one. This morning I have had some overnight oats, and then I just had like some almonds, and then I got some water, and oh yeah, I had my coffee. So that's the one thing that I will always have, is my coffee in the morning. It's just a must have. Sorry, I will speed this up if I remember. Okay. So you guys can hear that. You guys must be saying that's a lot of tomato, but you know what? It is. It is, but I have a big bag from Sam, so you know how that goes, guys. That goes like that. Okay. So right now my hands are like numb. My carpal tunnel is getting worse. Right, I guess more so because I'm like just typing most of the day. Yeah. So like I was, doing esthetician work, but I got hurt, and then now I just have to do like a sit-down job, and then now it's like really affecting my carpal tunnel. And it sucks to be in pain all the time. After, like, I tried to go to my doctor this morning, but they were closed. I guess they're closed for this weekend. Just like my doctor, the doctor I work for, we're closed for the whole weekend, so I guess. Yeah, I just wanted to see if she get some medicine for my inflammation and stuff. But yeah, so that's what we're gonna do now, and that's gonna be cooking for a bit, okay? So that's what's going on right now. I figure I can just use this thing because it's just like get up and go, because we're gonna go to my sister's house. See, every time I turn my hand a certain way, it just like kind of shocks me. Both hands is acting up. Okay. So next thing, there's no measurements. I'm just storing whatever I have, there's no measurements. So this is Hawaiian salt. I'm gonna do a pinch. Maybe a half a pinch. Okay, there. Okay. And then we're gonna just go ahead and let that cook. That's Keanu's potato salad back there. Yeah, so we're gonna let that cook. Give it a little stir. So I don't know if this is clean eating because of the pork, but I know what I'm putting in there, So I might put in a little splash of patis as well. So let's just put in, I'll just put in garlic clove, like the regular garlic. And then we're gonna put in some pepper. Sometimes if I won't use the patis, we're gonna see first, okay? But that just brings out the whole flavor, like even a splash. Some people don't like to use it, but we'll see how it tastes at the end. If it needs it, then I'll put some in there. It's just a lot of salt for my mom. Okay, we're gonna let that cook on medium heat. Okay, and then we're gonna put the cover on, let it simmer a little bit. Alrighty, gang. So I think I will let it cook for at least 15 minutes. I want the meat to be soft, or 10 minutes, around there. I'm gonna put this in after I put the long beans in, okay? So I'm just gonna peel these. I'll probably make it like that big. So these kind of take longer than the eggplant. So we're gonna just do all these. There's not much, but there's, a few. Okay, so I've been watching a lot of people with doing clean eating, and they use the same old vegetables, but why not use some of these vegetables, like Filipino vegetables? A lot of Filipino dishes are with these items in there, and they hold a great deal of good benefits for you as well. So So, and I love these vegetables. This is my favorite vegetables. Okay, so this is day one, but I have my brother's party, so bear with me if I eat a piece of cake, okay? It's a celebration. So we're gonna, you know, eat a piece of cake because my sister bought a really good one. Okay. So yeah, I just haven't been doing any makeup videos. I want to. I do have that Kiss eyelashes, but it's still on my table. I didn't even try it on yet. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so this thing is hot. Okay, so that's what's going on now. You see all the you see how it's cooked? The tomato. Okay, so look at all that goodness. I love it. I love the juice that it creates, the pork and the tomato. It's so like good. Okay, so we are gonna put this in here. So this is just to cook until your meat is good. So we're gonna just throw in this. You can make as much or as little pork as you want and just do whatever you want. Just experiment with what tastes better to you. But every time, doesn't matter what the measurements are, it always comes out good. So we're gonna put that in there. We will cut up the bitter melon. Alright guys, so this is the first time I'm using these, so I have to gut it out, kind of like in the middle. So not like this, take out this part here and then use the outside. So first time I'm using these that I had to cut up myself. So, you know, it was a little chore, not as bad as the, let's put a little bit more though. Not as bad as the kalamungai. So. I think they should have like a certain way to do it, but I don't know yet how that goes. Okay, so I have to put this in there like that. We're gonna go ahead and I think that's all I'm gonna do because it's a lot to cut up and I don't know how that one tastes. I think I picked the wrong one, but we'll see how that tastes. For the eggplant, we're just gonna cut this off, cut the ends here, a little piece, and just cut them in half. So we'll be cutting them in halves here, like that, or we can even do that if we want. So we can cut them in fours. Okay. So it'll be in fours like this, guys. And so we're just putting the eggplant in there and letting that like simmer, cook. I got it on like a little bit medium, like on a number 4. But we can turn it down like to like between low and medium. We can do that. Okay. Okay, we're gonna let that cook. It tastes good. You don't need no patis. That's very good. Okay, we're gonna come back, guys. Alrighty, guys. So what we have here so far. So I did wash and, you know, wash all the vegetables, of course, before I put them in. And I did add a little bit more water, just so that it can, you know, cover the whole vegetables. So I think needs more cooking for this, the eggplant. So I'm gonna turn it up a little bit. Let me taste the soup. Okay, now with this, okay, now we're gonna put in a little bit more salt because I just added more water. Yeah, I didn't put any. Let me put some garlic because I already have the one in the jar. So I'm just gonna add a little bit of that. So what I have is this garlic from Costco. We're gonna just take a little bit, maybe that, a little bit more. Why not? Okay, there you go. Then you have. So right now we're just waiting for the vegetables to finish up. I'm gonna go ahead and put the malunggay inside. Or I'm just gonna wait a little bit more till the eggplant is cooked, because I don't like the eggplant that way. I want it a little bit more cooked. Alrighty. And then for the malunggay, I just rinsed them. So this is what I have. It could be more, but it's got tedious to do it. But that should be good for now, yeah, guys. Okay. Alrighty, guys. So this is what I want it to look like. And now I'm just gonna put in the malunggay leaves, and then let that just simmer in there. So we're just gonna let that simmer. Maybe add a little bit more water. Okay, just a little bit more. So I'm gonna add a little bit more salt, just because I've added more water. Okay. And don't use that blue salt. Use sea salt, some kind of sea salt, or the Himalayan salt, Hawaiian salt if you got it. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. And this is done, my dears. We just let I can't talk today. We just let the heat cook the malunggay leaves, and that is it. Okay. So I hope you all enjoy this video, and that's what's going on. It's so good, you know. You guys gotta try the recipe, or just try it. You can put the patis in if you want, but I didn't this time because it's too much salt. So I just put salt, sea salt, as you guys seen. Alright, you guys take care. God bless. I will see you all in my next video.